I know I'm a little late to the party, but the other day I was editing a YouTube video when one of my friends messaged me on Discord and told me to check out what's happening with Perez Hilton. And at first, I kind of thought it was AI, not only because the video just looked so absurd, but because that's what everyone was saying. It didn't take me until actually watching the video to realize, no, this shit was real. I thought it was fake, and then I watched the live stream. Perez Hilton was on TikTok live and was clearly going through a mental health crisis. The live stream showed him having multiple lacerations all over his body. It looked like he was cutting his neck, cutting his chest. And it looked like when he was cutting his neck, it looked like he was using the dull side of the knife. And yeah, this is not fake. Matter of fact, as a recording, the most recent statement or most recent news about this was the dispatch audio that got released, as well as a statement from Perez Hilton and his family. He is currently in the hospital being taken care of. Everyone cares about mental health until someone is clearly going through a mental health crisis. Everyone cares about mental health until it's obviously someone clearly going through a mental health crisis. And I think that could not be more obvious than during the group call. During the live stream, Perez Hilton joined the group call. I'm not really sure how TikTok lives work. Maybe I think he joined someone else's TikTok live, and the immediate reaction of these people are like, what the fuck are you doing? But instead of calling the cops, they just kind of go on with what they were talking about, like, and they kind of treat Perez Hilton like he's a nuisance. I don't know if these were his friends, strangers. At first they were like, what the fuck are you doing? You got to stop. At least one girl was. And then, like I said, they just started treating him like he was a pain in the ass, like he was annoying, which is totally not the immediate response. There's like this drove of people online defending their behavior because they didn't do anything, and that's exactly it. That is my gripe, is they just stood there and they didn't do anything. You need to call 911. If you see someone, if I see someone in danger, my first thought is to call 911. You don't argue with them. And matter of fact, it looks like later on in this live stream, it looks like one of the guys in this group call is gonna call 911, and instead of calling 911, this guy brings his phone out and starts recording. He treats it like entertainment, like he's trying to make content out of it. What bothered me was just the lack of urgency. This was a completely serious situation. Perez Hilton was obviously going through a mental health crisis, and no one really seemed to care. Like I mentioned earlier, they just seemed to act like Perez Hilton was a pain in the ass. They asked him, why is he crashing out? And instead of getting him the help he needs, was saying how he wants to kill himself, how he wishes he was dead. One of the people in the call says, we don't do that here. What the fuck are you talking about? I absolutely have no words. I can't even begin to. And what's crazy is these people are I don't use the word lobotomite a lot. I feel like in order to be a part of this group call, you had to be at least 40% more retarded. I mean, these lobotomites, instead of helping, they bring out their phone and they say, why are you crashing out, or why are you drinking tap water, and they begin to film Perez Hilton. Well, I don't understand how anyone is gonna see their behavior online and actually defend it. And these people were freaking out like they were watching a Fortnite live event and not something serious. And I know a lot of people are saying, you know, people freeze during traumatic situations. Nobody is expecting them to be a professional, but at the end of the day, like, you don't sit there for 10 minutes while this shit is happening sipping your fucking stupid juice while this person is obviously going through a mental health crisis, and some other lobotomite in the room with you goes over your shoulder, probably is fucking spitting down your neck saying, why are you drinking the fucking fluoride in the water? Like, what are you fucking talking about? Everyone talks about mental health crisis until someone is actually having a mental health crisis, and then people don't know what to do. But I can tell you what you don't do. You don't not do anything, and you don't not pull your fucking phone out while someone is having a mental health crisis. You need to help the person, or at least call for help. Anyways, just wanted to talk about this entire Perez Hilton situation. I know I'm a little bit late to the party. As of recording this video, Perez Hilton is currently hospitalized. He's receiving medical care. Hopefully he continues getting the help he needs. If you haven't seen the footage, I don't recommend watching the video. It's very graphic. You don't need to watch someone's lowest moments to understand what happened. That's about it. Have a good rest of your day. God bless.